The federal government has been recommending flossing since 1979. But with a recent inquiry through the Associated Press, we may have reason to question that recommendation.
That's right, Michelle. At about 2:45 this afternoon, as one of the pumpkin chunkin competitors shot their pumpkin into the sky, a piece of debris fell from the machine, hitting a 39-year-old woman in the head, critically injuring her and sending her to Nanticoke Hospital. Following right up after that, another man, age 55, was hit with a piece of debris as well, went to the hospital, fortunately not under critical condition. And now, Michelle, we were just here a few hours ago. People were excited to be back after a 2-year hiatus. This is a 30-year tradition on Delmarva soil. So for all of that excitement to now be replaced with what you see behind me, first responders, policemen, an influx of security, it's just an unfortunate day here on Pumpkin Chunkin territory. Everyone's just trying to figure out what they're doing. And one of the biggest questions, one of the biggest themes for the evening is, what's going to happen to Pumpkin Chunkin now? Michelle, back to you.
Thank you, Ashonti. That's 47 ABC's Ashonti Ford reporting live for us tonight in Bridgeville. Be sure to stay tuned to 47 ABC and 47abc.com for all of the latest details.
I ask every person in here that is currently homeless or recently been homeless to raise your hand, please.
They're not lawyers, they're not politicians. They're local church members here in Kent County, and they're fighting to keep the homeless off the street. And now we're in Dover City City Hall, where they will serve as the voice for the homeless community.
Every year, on average, 8,000 people in Delaware experience homelessness at least once, according to the governor's office. Dover alone has 5 homeless shelters, but still over 100 known homeless people in the community. Aaron Appling is a pastor for Victory Church, and he says Monday's meeting is a cry for help.
We've been for about at least 6 months, 7 days a week on the streets trying to get attention, and we just want the people that have the authority and have the influence and have power to do something.
Appling and other Dover City leaders like Sue Harris are not only spreading awareness about the problem, they also feel they've come up with a solution: property restoration.
We're hoping for abandoned homes. There's land banking opportunities for vacant houses and an abandoned property.
But to restore those abandoned properties, the group would need permission from the city. They would also need city approval to shelter people in tiny houses like this one. Harris and Victory Church members joined forces to build them. The first model, stationed right in front of the church. Measuring 10 by 20 feet, each home has a full bathroom, kitchen, and pull-out bed, designed to house one person. Each house would cost about $10,000 to build, but nothing is expected to happen without the city's approval. Ashonti Ford, 47 ABC.
Boy, it's the first time I've seen people in here. This is pretty cool.
It's also a first for the Smithsonian Institution. Despite being the world's largest museum and research complex with 19 museums and 9 research centers, the Smithsonian did not have a museum devoted to African American history and culture. On Wednesday, that changed, and officials like Lonnie Bunch have been working towards this day for nearly 15 years.
We felt it was crucial to craft a museum that would help America remember and confront.
A major geographical part of African American history is the Chesapeake Bay. This region was a gateway for the first enslaved blacks brought from Africa to the American colonies. Later in the 1800s, local rivers were important pathways along the Underground Railroad. After the Civil War, newly emancipated blacks found their way to the Chesapeake shores, where they helped build the region's economy and mold the culture.
The late James Walden says the past is what makes the present coherent, and Smithsonian officials couldn't agree more that that serves as the essence for what they're trying to portray here in the museum. Founding director Lonnie Bunch says that this museum alone will continue the conversation on race issues in the U.S., while potentially serving as a catalyst for what we as a nation have the potential to become.
Associate Director of Internal Affairs Beverly Welsh could not agree more.
Imagine the past. Live in the present a little more informed and in a context that will help them, embrace the realities today so that we can always solve the issues of the day to become a better America.
more than 100,000 people are committed to helping with the museum costs. That's more support than any other branch of the Smithsonian family.
There's 5 floors below ground, 5 floors above ground, and all 10 floors have gems of history, gems of culture, and it can serve as an inspiration. So I think that people who are watching should take the time out of their schedules to actually visit.
Ashonti Ford, 47 ABC.